Hi guys, how are you? I wish you are fine. By now all of you have heard about the COVID-19 that caused by a new type of coronavirus called SARS coronavirus 2. This virus affects the body, especially the respiratory system and many other organs. So today we will talk about the respiratory system and how the air exchange happens in this system. In the next videos, we will talk about the COVID-19 and what is coronavirus and what are the 7 types of coronavirus that you don't know about it. We will talk also about the symptoms, the methods of transmission between others, the methods of prevention, and we will talk also about the treatment. All of this will be for the update for this month, July 2020. So now let's go to our video. Let's go. The respiratory system. The processes that keeps organisms alive usually require a work to be done, such as the movement of molecules from outside of the cell to inside, or vice versa. These works require energy. Energy is produced inside the body by a process called respiration. Respiration is a set of chemical reactions that oxides or burn food to release energy from it. Respiration uses oxygen to oxidize or burn the food. After that, respiration produces carbon dioxide and water vapor as waste products. So, living organisms must be able to take in oxygen and get rid of the carbon dioxide. Swapping oxygen for carbon dioxide is called gas exchange. Gas exchange takes place through a gas exchange surface, also known as the respiratory system. The respiratory system. The respiratory system is the organs and other parts of your body involved in breathing when you exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. The parts of the respiratory system. The first part is the nose, or what's called the nasal cavity. Then there are the sinuses. These are air-filled spaces that help air to get warm and moist. There are 4 types of sinuses: the frontal sinus, the ethmoid sinuses, the sphenoid sinus, and the maxillary sinus. The third one is the throat, or what's called the pharynx. Then there is the voice box, the larynx. Then there is the trachea, the windpipe. The bronchus tubes, there is 1 bronchus tube in each lung. The bronchi, the bronchioles, these are small branches of the bronchi tubes. The alveoli. The alveoli are small air sacs that lined by the membranes and capillary. The capillary, it is the site of exchange. It takes in oxygen from the alveoli and give it carbon dioxide. The lungs. The lungs cover the bronchial tree and the alveoli. There are 2 lungs, the left lung and the right lung. The left lung is divided into 2 lobes, the upper lobe and the lower lobe. The right lung is divided into 3 lobes, the upper lobe, the middle lobe, and the lower lobe. The path of the air in the respiratory system. So after you inhale the air by your nose, it will enter your nasal cavity. The nasal cavity has goblet cells that excrete mucus. This mucus is sticky and has lysosomes to kill bacteria. In the nose there is something called cilia. These cilia are small hair that's coated with the mucus so it can trap the dust and the pollen. Then the sinuses will make the air warm and moist, so now the air is ready to enter the other parts of the respiratory system. The air will go then to the pharynx or the throat. Here the air has 2 ways to go through them. There is the esophagus that led to the stomach and the larynx that led to the lungs. So of course the air will go to the larynx. Here there is something like a valve called epiglottis. This, when the food is going down, it will close the larynx, the voice box, so to force the food to enter the esophagus so it can go to the stomach. So once the air makes its way into the larynx, it then continues moving down to the trachea. The trachea also has goblet cells that secrete mucus so as to make sure that any dust has been trapped. The trachea then is divided into two bronchs. These two bronchus will enter the lungs, then divide into small and smaller bronchi. The trachea, the two bronchus, and the bronchi are covered by cartilage rings for support. Then again the bronchi will divide into smaller branches. These are the bronchioles. These bronchioles have no cartilage because they are so small. The bronchioles are leading to small air sacs called alveoli. There are 500 million of alveoli. Their surface is equal to a tennis court. So now the air is in the alveoli. Near the alveoli, there is capillary. Like we learned in the last video that the blood comes from the pulmonary artery, carries deoxygenated blood. So the carbon dioxide now will diffuse out from the blood and into the air in the alveoli, which then get breathed out. And when you breathe in, the oxygen will diffuse to the blood, then the blood will go again to the heart through the pulmonary vein, so it can be pumped to all the body so they can use it to release energy from the food. Now we finish learning about our respiratory system. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to press the like button, subscribe, and share it to your friends. You can also follow me in the Facebook and the Instagram pages. The links is in the description. Bye. See you later in the next video.